Peace. I'm Mallah-Divine, Mallah. I'm the author of 5 books, but what I wanted to share with y'all today is how it was for me when I got into this social justice space, working with system impacted young people first as a mentor, right? I knew that they used certain language, right? They use language like smoking on the dead, spinning the block, and they swear on my dads. They always say word to my dads, and you know, over time I learned and understand what each one of these meant, right? But it also showed me that the cultural understanding of the culture that they live is deaf, right? And I realized that when I would walk wherever I would walk at, and I would always see somebody picture on a wall with mad liquor bottles or candles, right? And then some spots I see mad pictures on the wall, mad liquor bottles and candles. And I'm like, if you have that many people in your crew getting killed, maybe you need to reevaluate what you're doing out here and outside, and is this worth it? Then I thought about when I was coming up, the words we use, right? We went from posses to crews, right? Let's look at posses for a minute, right? When do posses even come into the American lexicon that it would draw down or drop down to people in the inner cities, right? Western pictures, right? You see posses, they gather up, they get busy, they do their thing. But when crack hit and money start being involved, look how the language changed, right? We went from that to crews, right? We went from crews, then you had lieutenants, then you had block watch. It got more organized because that comes from, we grew up in the time of the mafia, Generation X, right? So we grew up under mafia codes, mafia laws. We was brainwashed under that system. This is why when you look at the level of people snitching back then versus the level of people snitching today, it's lower back then than it is today, right? Because we truly believe in so-called Omeretta, right? Which is not even our concept, right? Because regardless, your word supposed to be born no matter to whom or what. So when I take all that to account and I look at like, damn, they've been having our young people trapped into systems of thinking that don't have anything to do with our historical reality. So since it doesn't have anything to do with our historical reality, we don't push the best concepts of who we are. So we stay into this cycle of violence that was created outside of our own culture edicts. That's deep when you really look at it. So when we deal with young people, man, we have to understand the language that they use, because how else we going to bring balance? I can't look at young people and be like, oh, you doing a bunch of stupid shit, right? Because to them, that's their lifestyle, right? Popping pills, drinking cough medicine, you know, running around with guns and spinning the block. That's a way of life to them. I don't think that's what you should attack. If you're going to deal with young people, man, make them invest in themselves, make them see the best in themselves, and then their behavior will naturally change on their own. Keep that in mind. I'm a Mallah-Divine, Mallah. Go pick up one of my 5 books. They all on Amazon. And you know what? Stay blessed today. Peace.